guys, welcome to part 3 of my how to dio videos. This time I'm going to do fences. It's going to be like corrugated iron, and I'm also going to do weathering after I do fences. So what we need to do fences, or to make corrugated iron, you can use this for fencing or roofs, it's up to you. So what I use is one of these. This is for scrapbooking, I think it is, and it's made to crimp paper. It's a Fiskars brand. I just got it from Spotlight for about, I think it's like $25 maybe, and I worked out you can make corrugated iron with it. So what you need is you need this, and you need some of these trays. These are just your barbecue trays, or whatever you put meat in, or whatever after you cook it, or veggies if you're a vegetarian. So you need one of them, and that. And what I've done is I've already cut my strips of that tin. That you just cut it with a knife or scissors. I've squared it up using my mat to make sure they're all square, and I've worked out. So what I've done so far is I've cut these strips out, the height I want, which is going to be about that high, just higher than a doorway. It's so when I'm taking photos, it blocks out a bit of whatever's behind it. If I want to do it on a desk or something without going outside for natural trees, I can still crop my photos to hide it. And I've cut the width at 70mm, and hopefully it'll come down to about 1500 once I've crimped it. With your lengths and stuff, you can do whatever length you want. If you're doing a roof, you can do them really long. The width is, they make corrugated iron all kinds of weird sizes, so it doesn't really matter. But it's best to do it in sections, so when you join them together, it will have a join in it on the diorama, so it looks like it's actually real, not just one big rolled out piece of fence. Alright, so what we do, it's super easy. You just slide it in there till it stops. Clamp it down, just screw it through until you get to the end. Don't let it come out, because I go through twice. You just got to be careful when it comes back. I go through twice to make sure it's crimped properly. I'll just go through all the way. Okay, so what you do is you slide it in till it stops, and just roll it through once, and then you can feel it lock in when you put it back in again, and then roll it through again. You can go backwards and forwards a bit as well, and then I'm pushing down quite hard on that. And then what you have is, you just make it flat, just flatten it out a bit. What you have is corrugated iron, perfect corrugated iron, and it looks really to scale as well. Okay, so with once you've done that, when you want to build your fence, I just use balsa like this, and like this. I think this is like 1.5 by 1.5 balsa. It's all black. They paint the ends certain sizes. That's black. I think this is yellow. So you just use this for your uprights, and then you just glue these across your cross beams and put them on there. If you want to see the fence, it's good to do it like that. If you're just looking at the front of the fence and not going to see the back, you can just do whatever you want. Just put one thick board across the back and then just glue it all to it. It doesn't really matter when you can't see the rear of it. Or you can also use 2mm round styrene to make the poles, and then you can just put cross beams of timber onto that. That's pretty common the way they do these fences as well. Cool, that's it. I'll make up a fence and then I'll show you what it looks like when it's finished. Cool. And now I'll probably do some weathering once I build all this, and I'll catch you then. Okay, so I have made a little fence out of the corrugated steel I just showed you how to make. I was going to do a fence all the way along here, but I decided to do this timber fence here. All I used was these. They're like paddle pop sticks or icy pole sticks or whatever people call them. These ones are about half the width of the normal ones, and they're just really long. I cut these in half and then just use them to make palings in the fence. I always make them so they're not square and a bit shorter and longer. That's quite easy to do that, and as you can see, I've mounted all the brick walls, and I've detailed them up a bit. I've made signage up here as well. There's signs in the window as well. The window is just like clear plastic, and then the sign is stuck behind. I'll show you behind this in a minute. And I've got some like just street posters for bands. These are just printed out of my computer, and then just cut and just glued on. And also these street signs here are, that's just 2mm styrene. Sorry about it, it's getting a bit blurry there. 2mm styrene, and this sign is just printed out of my computer and stuck on as well. Yeah, so it's all together now, and I've done a bit of weathering on here. I'm going to show how I do the weathering in a minute on my other Dio. It's just to make it look a bit grubby and horrible. I've used on here, the rust is just my life colour stuff I just paintbrushed on. You can also do the salt technique if you want to do the rust on these. That also looks really good. I've done that on the other stuff. I'll just quickly show you. I'll just swing the camera around here in a second. I just got to move some stuff. Here we go. That there is the salt technique on another Dio I've done, just on the this is different color. This is actually bought the styrenes like this. That was for a truck I did, but I didn't like using the truck bed, so I chopped up into some doorways. Okay, so there is, as I said before, if I just hang on a sec, I'm just shuffling stuff around my bench here. I'll just kind of turn this around. And as I said before, with my fence, I just made a rough. This is just really rough fence just to hold the tin. And same with the windows. I just stuck this on there. You can see I've had 2 goes at putting the sign on the window. And the door, same with the fence. If you wanted to do detail, you can just everyone knows what a fence looks like. You just use this is balsa wood, and you just copy a real fence and then just paint it on. I just painted on, I mean, just build it, and it looked like a silent fence, and you can just, sorry, I don't know what I'm talking about here. Yeah, make a real fence, and just put your palings on or your tin on. So that's about it for this one. Now I will get my other dio out, and I'll do some weathering. Cool. Okay, guys, this is the garage dio done. This is the concrete floor I showed you how to do, and I've obviously put walls in now, and I've made this little, we call it a mezzanine in Australia. It's just like an extra story that people put in sheds. Got a stairway, and I thought I'd do something different. I just airbrushed a mural on the back, so I thought it'd be cool to have it like it was some sort of other shed before a mechanics or someone's workshop moved in. And I've got some more printed out posters here on the wall. That's from my page there. I've got Murray's Customs. Check that out. Bit of a plug. And I've put in just little kit stuff like you get sometimes. A little fire extinguisher here and over here. And we've got more posters on the wall here. And here's our little Aussie Custom Modelers poster here. Yeah, so as you can see, it's sorry about that. It looks like it's brand new, and no one's actually worked in there before, which is not what we really want. First, I'm just going to show you how to do weathering. So it's just going to I'm going to do just the floor. Once you put all your bits and pieces in there, like your little toolboxes and whatever else, I've got like a hoist I might put in here and some cardboard boxes like that. This hoist is, if I can find the box, hang on, I'm just holding this phone. I'll sit this here. Like that. There we go. All this stuff here, this hoist and toolboxes and stuff, it's this kit, which is the Garage and Tools by Fujimi. This comes with all kinds of cool stuff. It's got all this, plus it's also got, I'm not sure you can see here, it's also got a hoist and an engine hoist. I've bought a few of these kits so far just for doing dios, and sorry about that, my camera mount's just falling off the table. When you buy these kits, whatever is in bright colours is what you get. If it's just in this like outliney stuff, like around here in this window and stuff, you don't get that, because they make a few different ones. They make a complete one with the tools, and you get the garage, it says a set, and then they just do one with just the garage with no tools, and then they just do this one just the tools. I bought one complete one before and made a little showroom out of it, but I don't need it anymore, so I just got this one this time. Okay, so that's just all your accessories, and you can also make wooden benches and stuff. I've done that a few times. It's pretty cool, bit of fun. And I'm still just using this thin balsa wood here to make all my benches and that. It's really easy. You just cut them with your little hobby knife. The balsa wood, and you just smash them together. It's really easy to do. And to get this balsa wood to not look like brand new wood, because balsa pretty much comes out this colour, or it's a little bit lighter than this, I just get this cheap, really cheap. It's acrylic, just hobby paint, I guess you could call it, just for people that want to do little paintings at home or whatever, and kids use it. You can, like, it's safe enough. Kids eat this stuff all the time. That's what kids do. Probably grown-ups probably do it sometimes if they're bored. I So this one's the Deeron. It's like $4 for a tube. That's in Australia. That's pretty cheap. So what I do is I get that and I get a lot of water and I just tip a bit in the water and then mix it up. It's so you want it to do like a stain, and then you just slap it on. So it just gives any timber work you do this nice, cool weathered look. I'll just grab this and come in closer. As you can see, it looks like it's fairly old, and it's been built for quite a long time. Okay, so now that's out the road. We'll get some weathering. I'll just get rid of this. Later on, once I've worked out where I want all my tools and stuff, I'll glue it all down, and then I'll come back in with my weathering powder that I'm about to show you how to do, and I'll dust around these edges to make it look, and dust on it to make it look like it's been used and sitting there for ages, and same with toolboxes and stuff. I'll probably make a little cool fridge for this as well, but I won't show you how to do that. That's pretty easy to do. So I'll just get rid of these. Now, what we need to do weathering is, there's a few different techniques to... Sorry, I'm just grabbing stuff as I talk. There's a few things you can use. You can actually buy proper weathering powders, which I have a couple here, different ones. I was using this when I first started doing weathering, and then I found a cheaper way of doing it. Yeah, so you get all these different colours. I got these mainly for when I was doing rust and stuff on my mount's dodgy. Doing rust and stuff on my first diorama. So that's why I got the rust colours. Like this one's here. Here is like a full rusty colour, and we've got like this one's a dust. So it looks like everything's dusty, and this one's like a lighter one. I still use them, I just mix them together or whatever. But the economical way, which is cool because I want to save money because I don't work all the time, is I buy soft pastels. These kits are really cheap, and you get your pastels in there, all different colours. I do some art. I do art as well, normal art. So I will eventually one day use these colours. You can go to art shop and just buy. You can just buy single sticks of it, and you can just pick your earthy colours that you want to use for your dio, just to make it look dirty. Just go for your browns and tans, and black's a good colour to have as well. And I got this kit the other day. It was on special at Spotlight, and I ended up paying about, I think, $11 for it or something. And you got all these colours. Whereas this was $10 by itself in Australia. So it's kind of really worth it. So we've got the powders, and we need your hobby knife, and just a cup, and a brush. I put my brush somewhere. Sorry about my arm here. And a brush. I go for like a puffy brush. The little tiny paintbrushes you use to do all your details on your cars, like your dashboards and stuff, they're too fiddly. It'll take you a long time to do it. Okay, so pick a colour that you want to do. I'm going to go with this. I guess it's a browny grey colour. So what you do is you just get your pastel, and I'm trying to, this camera's really annoying me today, and then you just shave it in until you get enough. You can change your shave angle like that, and it makes bigger chunks. And when you put in there, it makes it look like actual dirt in there, which is pretty cool. This way, so just experiment with how you shave it and stuff like that. So we'll shave a bit more. That's probably enough just to show you guys what I'm doing. So it just comes out of powder like that, and this is really easy. You just get a bit on your brush, just tap it on like this, and you just dust in where you want it. I usually go along the edges here, like this. Doesn't matter if you get it everywhere, because you can blow it off in a minute once you've done it. When you blow it, it sort of pushes it into the corners, which is pretty cool. As you can see already, hopefully, it's already making it look like people have been working in there. God, this thing's annoying me today. Sorry about all this. Yeah, so we do it along the edge. You can also, if you really want to, you can do your brickwork like this, and just makes it look a bit grubby, if you know what I mean. And you do your floor with the cracks and stuff. You can do your cracks like this. So you're just trying to do it really soft. Once you do it hard, it actually pushes it on. You can just wear the whole lot kind of like this, in circles or whatever you want to do. If there's anywhere, like I have a door, you probably can't see it in here, but I have a door in here, a doorway, so I'll make sure I get lots on the floor, just to make it look like people have been walking in there. And then I'm just going to grab this phone here. That's probably better. Yeah, so in the door here, so we'll just dust it like this. I'm not pushing real hard here. And then on the bit more over here. And we'll do some on the steps. And people have been walking here, put their feet, so we'll do some on the floor here. You just got to think of where all the traffic areas are. This is only our first colour. We can do this with a few colours. I would, if you've got something in here where you know people are going to be parking their cars, you just get the black. Be careful with the black because it's a really strong colour. You get black and you just go like this in a line with the black, and it looks like people have been driving in and out, and they put tyre marks there. So we'll just do that. That's probably enough just to show you what's going on. I think you get the idea. Now you're thinking it's just dust and it's going to fall off, which is pretty obvious. So I'll just blow it here a bit. Hang on a sec. So as you may have spotted, I'll push this into the corner like that a bit. You can just keep on doing this until you get it exactly how you want. But now in the corner I have this pile of dirt in the corner, and it's getting a bit dirty on the edges. So I probably want a bit more dirt on the back edge, so I'm just going to like smash this in there. I'll just pour the rest in there. And I'll push this into the edge there like that. Because if they were cleaning the workshop all the time, they probably wouldn't be worried about brooming in there too much. Just blow a bit more. Spread it out a bit. As you can see, I'm a pretty bit rough here. It doesn't really matter. It probably makes it a bit better. That'll do for now. Okay, now. hopefully you can see that. It looks pretty dirty now. As I said, I'll probably do the brickwork a bit as well, and a bit more around here. Probably around this bottom of this pole here. Now the next step is to make it permanent. So what we need is cheap hairspray. Just the cheapest one you can find. It doesn't really matter what you get. What it is this is kind of a fixer. It will keep all your weathering permanent, and it won't come off, and you won't get weathering dust all over you. So you just spray it all where you've done. Just give it like a dusty kind of coat. You don't have to go too crazy. It will be shiny until it sets, and then it goes flat. You can and you can just weather over it. Once it's dry, you can just do your next layer of weathering over the top, and it'll you just keep on doing it in layers and layers and layers. So now we've got some dirt in the corner here, and the floor's all dirty. And then when you put something like that in the corner, it starts to look like it's actually a workshop, as you can see. And you can even get little boxes. These little boxes, if you Google scale boxes, 1/24 scale boxes, you come up with a printout, and it comes in the box pattern, and you just cut it out and glue it together. And I just use this cardboard colour paper from like an office place or anywhere you can buy printed paper from. You just put them everywhere. They look pretty cool. I like put them up here and stuff. You got all different cool ones, like there's like a Tuna Jegs one, and we've got Chevy ones and Ford. I think you could even get pizza boxes. I sometimes dint them up like that, so looks like it's been bashed around a bit. This looks like it could be like a cool crane engine in there or something. I got wheel ones and stuff as well everywhere. Okay, so that's about it. So as I said, once you do all your weathering, you just get all your little bits and pieces and put them in there, and you come up with real cool little dios. And hope you all had fun watching these 3 videos, and you get into building them, because they're a lot of fun. We've had a lot of guys get into them. A lot of the admin guys on the Aussie Customs page are getting into building them. They're having a bit of fun. Okay, cool. Well, that's it for now. Next week I'm going to do something different, maybe some Rust or something. So don't forget to check out my page, Maury's Customs, and give it a like, and yeah, check out my other stuff. Cool, thank you.